An emergency room visit in the United States can become one of the most expensive experiences for travelers. Many visitors assume basic treatment will be affordable. The reality is very different from most countries. Without insurance, even a shorter visit can cost thousands of dollars. The United States does not have a fixed national price for emergency care. Hospitals set their own billing rates. Charges vary by state, city, and hospital network. This makes it difficult for tourists to predict costs. A simple consultation without major treatment can cost between $1,200 and $3,000. This includes the facility fee and physician evaluation. Additional tests are billed separately. Every service is itemized on the final bill. If a traveler experiences chest pain, doctors may order blood tests and an ECG. Each test adds hundreds of dollars to the total cost. A single blood panel can cost $300 to $800. Imaging scans increase the bills significantly. An X-ray in a U.S. emergency room may cost $500 to $1,500. A scan can range from $2,000 to $5,000. MRI scans are even more expensive. These prices shock most international visitors. Ambulance transportation is another major expense. A short ambulance ride can cost $800 to $2,500. Advanced life support services cost more. Insurance often determines how much you actually pay. Many travelers assume hospitals cannot refuse emergency treatment. That is partially true under federal law. However, treatment does not mean it is free. You will receive a bill later. Hospital bills are divided into multiple components. There is a facility charge, physician charge, lab charge, and pharmacy charge. Each department bills separately. This creates unexpectedly high totals. Even a minor injury like a broken arm can result in a $6,000 to $15,000 bill. If surgery is required, costs can exceed $30,000. Overnight hospital stays multiply expenses rapidly. Intensive care can cost thousands per day. Visitors from Europe often compare U.S. costs to their home healthcare systems. The difference is dramatic. In many European countries, emergency care is publicly subsidized. In the U.S., pricing is largely private. Travelers from Asia and the Middle East may not realize how billing works in America. There is no standard tourist rate. Hospitals treat visitors like domestic uninsured patients. Payment responsibility falls fully on the patient. Emergency rooms prioritize medical urgency, not financial discussions. You may not receive cost estimates during treatment. Bills arrive weeks later. This delay increases financial stress. If you cannot pay immediately, hospitals may offer payment plans. However, interest or collection processes may follow. Unpaid medical debt can affect U.S. credit records. Legal action is also possible in extreme cases. Travel insurance plays a critical role in the U.S. healthcare system. A comprehensive travel medical policy covers emergency room visits. Most standard policies include at least $100,000 medical coverage. Premium plans offer $500,000 or more. Some travelers choose the cheapest insurance just to meet visa requirements. This can be a costly mistake in the United States. Low coverage limits may not fully pay hospital bills. Always review coverage limits carefully. Pre-existing medical conditions are another important factor. Many policies exclude untreated conditions. If a chronic illness triggers an ER visit, coverage may be limited. Policy wording must be checked before travel. Visitors on ESTA or tourist visas are fully responsible for medical expenses. The U.S. government does not provide free health care to tourists. Embassy assistance does not include medical bill payments. Financial preparation is essential. Children's visits can also become expensive. Fever, dehydration, or allergic reactions often require lab tests. Pediatric emergency care follows the same billing structure. Insurance reduces major financial risk. Travelers involved in car accidents face even higher bills. Trauma care involves multiple specialists. Emergency surgery can exceed $50,000. Without insurance, the financial impact can be devastating. Some hospitals require upfront deposits for non-life-threatening treatment. This can delay care if funds are unavailable. Travel insurance companies often provide guarantee of payment letters. This speeds up treatment processes. Medical evacuation from the U.S. is extremely expensive. Air ambulance services can cost $50,000 to $150,000. Few travelers consider this risk. Comprehensive insurance usually includes evacuation coverage. Visitors sometimes attempt to negotiate hospital bills. In certain cases, hospitals reduce charges. However, negotiations are not guaranteed. Insurance companies often handle this process professionally. Emergency room wait times can vary by city. Major metropolitan hospitals are often crowded. However, billing practices remain consistent. High cost does not always mean faster service. The average cost of a 3-hour visit in the U.S. can exceed $4,000. Adding medication, imaging, and specialist consultations increases that. Many tourists underestimate this risk. Preparation changes everything. Insurance deductibles and co-payments must also be understood. Some policies require the traveler to pay first and claim reimbursement later. Others offer direct billing arrangements. Knowing the difference prevents confusion. Travelers visiting for business often rely on corporate travel insurance. Corporate policies usually offer higher coverage limits. Individual travelers must verify personal policy details. Documentation should be accessible during travel. Healthcare pricing transparency is improving but remains complex. Hospitals publish charged masters, but prices are difficult to interpret. Final bills often differ from initial estimates. Insurance simplifies this complexity. Even minor procedures like stitches can cost $1,500 or more. Pain medication injections add additional charges. Every supply item appears on the invoice. This surprises many first-time visitors. Visitors staying longer than 30 days face extended risk exposure. The longer you stay, the higher the probability of medical need. Insurance duration must match travel length. Short policies may expire before departure. Many travelers focus heavily on flight tickets and hotel bookings. Medical risk is often ignored. In the United States, medical cost risk is significant. Insurance transforms uncertainty into manageable expense. Emergency care quality in the U.S. is among the highest globally. Advanced technology and specialist availability are strong advantages. However, quality comes at a price. Financial preparation is part of responsible travel. Comparing insurance costs to bills highlights the value clearly. A $60 to $150 policy can protect against $20,000 expenses. The risk-to-cost ratio strongly favors insurance purchase. This is simple financial logic. Travel planning for 2026 must include medical risk awareness. Healthcare inflation continues to rise in the United States. Costs are unlikely to decrease. Prepared travelers avoid financial shock. Before flying to the U.S., review your insurance coverage limits carefully. Ensure emergency room treatment is fully covered. Confirm evacuation and hospitalization benefits. Small preparation prevents massive financial loss. Understanding U.S. emergency room costs is not about fear. It is about realistic planning. Travel is exciting, but medical emergencies are unpredictable. Smart travelers always protect themselves financially.